All right, hello, and welcome to this webinar where I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Mailchimp interface so that you can get familiar with this extremely powerful tool for making money online. Now, Mailchimp, the last time I checked, had a 60% market share, so it's the most popular email marketing platform out there. It doesn't mean it's the best. It really depends on what you're trying to achieve, but in my opinion, it's very complete. It's very powerful, but what comes with it is that because it is so powerful and sophisticated, there are many tools here on the left hand side, as you can see, the left hand panel. So in this walkthrough, I just want to show you how to use the 10 or 20% of the features, because you don't have to use all the features to make money. Just the 10 or 20% that allows you to get started and generate positive cash flow from email marketing. So here we are at the home page, and this is my account, and on the left hand side we have the tools, and I'm just going to explore, but the first thing to click on is audience. So when you click on audience, you can see all of your contacts. So here you see that it's a brand new account, so I just have one contact, and this is me, and that's why it says here admin add. So I added myself. So that's where you see all of your contacts. Now, of course, you want to build your list of contacts, and so what you would do is click on sign up forms, and this is where people sign up to join your email list. And of course, you have to offer something in exchange for them to sign up. So let's click on sign up forms, and you have different ways to get people to sign up, whether it's a pop-up form. This is a form that will pop up on your website, but you don't even need a website to build your email list. You can just create a sign up landing page here on the right hand side, and that's what I recommend. It's just a page where you invite people to sign up and you offer them something valuable, what we call a lead magnet. I don't like the word lead magnet. It's just a free gift, right? So it's a free gift that you're promising to people who sign up with their name and email address. Sometimes you can ask for their phone number, but it's not required. But there are cases where, let's say you're serving a B2B market or business people, and you're offering them something very valuable, and so you require that they give you their phone number, and that way you know that they're serious, and you can communicate them through text messaging, or you can call them up. So these are basically 6 ways to build your email list. So we're going to focus on a landing page here on the right, but I'm wondering if I click on create new form here, what is it? Yeah, so I just clicked on create new form, and I have 3 basic ways. And so, like I said, we're going to focus on a sign up landing page. So I click on it, and here with the free plan on Mailchimp, I have only one audience. This is the CCO audience. So all right, so let's give a name to this landing page. You want to think of a good name, because later on you will create different landing page names, so you want to differentiate. So I'm just gonna call it Open Digital University. This will be for students who join the Open Digital University.org website. So continue to builder. Okay, so here we can choose a template, and here you can promote a product, promote products, but we just want to focus on the basics, right? So I'm going to click on the first one, lead generation, simple. And of course you can explore the other more sophisticated pages, but let's start with something very simple. Okay, I accept. Okay, so please don't be intimidated. It's very simple. You just have to. I don't have a logo for now for Open Digital University, but so I'm gonna delete that one. Actually, I'm gonna leave it there. I might add a logo later on. Now, why should you put a logo? Because the logo adds credibility to your landing page, right? You want people to sign up, so you want to project a certain credibility. So a logo is absolutely necessary. So I'm gonna leave it there. And then the next one is the heading. So it's very important because sometimes people read the headings and they decide to continue or not. So you want to put something like, as much as possible, promise a benefit. So I'm going to click on the pencil here and I'm going to write something, because stay connected with your customers, obviously that's not good. So I'm going to say join us and access our courses for free. Okay, so that's for people who register to the Open Digital University. So here I'm going to click on save and close, and next we're going to edit the text. So I'm not going to think too much, right, because this is just a demo. So I'm just going to say register a free online student so you can access all our courses, including, and it's always, good to be specific, because specifics sell. These are courses that I developed for TAF College and other. So put a name also so that people feel they can trust you more. And you can put your email address too if you want. That's it. And I click on save and close. And so there you have it. Here, collect the details. I edit, so I don't need that one. So I'm just gonna delete it. Delete. Okay, this is the important part. This is where you collect their email address. So I'm gonna edit, and here we're asking for their email address, which is required. It's already there. But I'm going to ask for their first name and their last name. And I'm not going to ask for their address or phone number. And so, but you notice that the email address is at the top. So I want to move the email address. So I'm just going to drag it, put it at the bottom, right here. All right. So here, interest group, no. Okay, so you can see here on the left hand side that we're asking for their first name, last name, and email address, and they click on subscribe. Now here the button text, you can put something more valuable, because subscribe doesn't sound very valuable. So something more like, because the game here is to get them to sign up, right? And so let's think of a catchy name for this button. Okay, how about this? Get free access for life. Now, of course, I'm going to give them free access to online courses, but they would have to pay $10 a month to access our interactive Zoom sessions. But this is just, they get free access for life. So you can see it here on the left hand side. It sounds very, very appealing. So it's going to get them to join. Now, after they click submit, after the form is submitted, we have to send visitor to the confirmation page or to the web address, which is my website, opendigitaluniversity.org. So I'm going to stick with confirmation message. And here we can preview the confirmation message, which is success, you've been added to the audience. Now that's very generic, right? So I'm going to edit that confirmation text. Whoop. Okay, so here at the bottom here, um, something more personal and more friendly, like congratulations, you are now registered and will have access for life to all the online courses available at the Open Digital University. Okay, so we're going to save. Actually, I can put more. Yeah, I can put my email address if they have questions, because it's always good to get feedback from people. But this text by itself, it's good, because after people submit, they feel a little bit insecure about what's going to happen. So you're just confirming that congratulations, you are now registered. And always put a name too, so they know that there's somebody at the other end of the line who's going to take care of them. Okay, so I'm going to save and close. And so that's the confirmation text. So here, okay, about us. So the about us is where you can, talk about your organization. And this is important because sometimes people will go all the way down to, they want to know what kind of organization you're running, and you can put pictures here. So I'm just going to leave it there. And at the bottom, of course, you have the social media icons. So I'm just going to edit. It can be Facebook, it can be X, it can be Instagram, and I have a YouTube channel too, so I'm going to put it there. So anyways, we're going to close. And at any point in this process, you can always click on preview here in the upper right hand corner. You click on preview and it's going to show you what your landing page looks like. And here you see that I don't have any pictures, which is not good, so I'm going to add pictures later on. And the background is white, which is a little bit boring, but we can change that later on. But you can see the text here: join us and access our courses for free, register as a free online student so that you can access all of these courses. There's somebody behind it, and so they just have to enter the first name, last name, email address, and then they click. And then at the bottom, like we said, you have information about the organization. Here I should put pictures of happy students. I can put testimonials from current students, etc. And you can view the same thing on mobile. If they join through their phones, this is what they're going to see. And a lot of people join through their phones, so this is very important. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm going to click on the X here, and so we go back to editing. Now I want to save and close, and I want to publish this opt-in page so that people can join, right? But before I publish, I have to verify a few things. The page title and site icon, okay, this is good. Open Digital University. The social share preview, okay, this is something that we can edit later on, but this is the important part, the URL. This is what you're going to send to people so that they can register to the Open Digital University. Okay, so all the contacts will be added to the main audience. I have only one audience because it's a free plan on Mailchimp. If you have other plans, you can have 3 or 5 different audiences. Okay, after they sign up, they will get a confirmation message. Okay, the rest is pretty standard. So we're just gonna publish this page, and I invite you to register so that you can receive, links to access our free online courses. So there we go. The page is live. Now this is a major milestone, because once you have a landing page that collects emails and names, then you can start email marketing, because there's no email marketing without email, right? Makes sense, right? But this landing page is promising something to people, and therefore, they will join. Not all of them will join. You might invite 20 people to this landing page. I'm going to click here, and maybe 1 or 2 people out of 10 will join, but that's okay. As long as it's not 0, you're on track. And so people can join. So I'm just gonna join and become a student so you can see how it changes my Mailchimp dashboard. So here you see I'm Pedro Gonzalez and this is my email. So I click on this and I get the confirmation that we saw before. Congratulations, blah blah blah. So now I'm gonna go back to my Mailchimp interface and let's see if I have been added as a new student. So this is the main interface. I just click on home. Oh, sorry, no, I click on audience and I click on all contacts. So this is where all the contacts will be, and you can see here I just entered Super Peter 2020 Gmail and I subscribed. Now subscribe means that Pedro Gonzalez has not been added manually by me. That's something I could do, but it's always better that people subscribe of their own free will. So that's why it says subscribe, and they subscribe through this landing page because I can have different landing pages, right? And they will all go to this contacts page, but I used this landing page, and the rating here is 2 stars because Mailchimp determined that this guy Super Peter 2020 is not very active, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's gonna grow to 3, 4, 5 stars as they interact with you, so that's why it starts at 2 stars. So if I go to the right here, the date, 4/29 just now, and the last time it changed. I don't know exactly what this means, but maybe it means that they modify the information. Anyways, it's not that important, but you can see that the landing page actually works. This landing page, right? So all I have to do is send people to this landing page in order to build my list. And building your list of contacts, that's like 30% of the email marketing game. The second game is when you create content so that you can serve your subscribers. You have to serve them before you sell them. That's really, really important. I think that people should write that down on their fridge or something, to remind themselves that whether it's email marketing or social media marketing or any kind of digital marketing, you have to serve people before you sell them. Don't sell to people before you serve them. So many LinkedIn connections of mine, they don't serve me, they don't give me any value, and they're just pitching their services. They sell right away, and that's totally wrong when it comes to digital marketing. You have to serve people with email content, with YouTube, social media, TikTok, whatever, but you have to serve them before you sell them something. All right. So what else can I show you? So, if you can do that with your free Mailchimp, then, I can continue and send you the next free tutorial videos on how to create subscriber content. But there's no point for me to send you those video tutorials unless you have a Gmail account and unless you have done what I have just taught you how to do, which is to create this landing page, or sometimes they call it the opt-in page or the squeeze page. I don't know exactly why they call it squeeze, but opt-in page means that people opt in to your list. They enter their name and their email address. Now, should you separate the first name and last name? Yes. I thought people don't mind, but don't just put name. Just make sure that it's the first name and their family name, and then the button here. Now, a small mistake I made was that you don't see the organization, right? They have to scroll down. So sometimes they don't scroll down. So I have to fix that, because sometimes they're not sure if they should trust you. So they should be able to scroll down and read about, in this case, the Open Digital University, and then they can scroll up and they decide to join. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. This is 30% of the email marketing game. Now we can get fancy with the other stuff, like the tags and all of that. So I'm just going to show you quickly the tag, because once you have all the contacts, right? If I click on Mr. Pedro here, which is me, I see all the information regarding Pedro, my twin from Mexico. See, you see the email address, and you see the tags. Now, the tags are just, a keyword that will identify this person, so that later on when you send an email, you can send an email only to people who have a certain tags. For example, if my students from TAV College join, I would recognize them and I would tag them with, let's click on it, manage tag. I would tag them with the keyword, TAV. So, create a new tag, and I'm gonna put TAV, so that later on, if I have something to share with my TAF students, I can just click on that tag. But there could be other tags. For example, I don't know, there could be women that I've served before, because I had a training company to train women. I would just put woman. So this identifies the people on my list as being women. Okay, same thing with men. Or my LinkedIn connections. I'm just going to put it here. So I'm going to say this is a connection I have on LinkedIn. And I might as well show you how to use those tags. For example, no, actually, that's too much. So we're going to stop here. So please make sure you create a free Mailchimp account, and you can create your first opt-in list. And yeah, then you're going to be well on your way to making money from email marketing. All right, so that's what I have for you today. If you like it, please share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next live stream.